The Ravens came by today, and you're about to get a Christmas miracle. It has been a long time coming. When I pulled these tarot cards and I saw the spread, I was like, this is a collective reading for a channel that's going through expansion, and I'm also in this collective. So I just want to be like, y'all been through it, and I'm so sorry. If someone's bothering you and you need them to stop bothering you and you live in Texas, send me a DM and I can tell you what services are available to you. Cause I also pulled this fake card. There are some monitoring spirits. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. These monitoring spirits are being told to leave you alone by your spirit team. And if they don't listen, then humans are going to come in and tell them to stop doing it. So, this journey has been long. It has not been great. It has not been fun. I want to give this collective a hug. Because the last card I pulled was a Ten of Pentacles. This is about money. This is about generational wealth. The Pentacles is about money, wealth, abundance, material things. It's giving Earth. It's giving Taurus. That's Pentacles. And then 10, it's like the completion of a cycle and then some. But this represents generational wealth. You have been doing so much healing and you have not been rewarded for it, and it has not been great. But you are building, and like a lot of manifestation coaches, they're just like, oh, you can manifest money out of anywhere. It also takes time to grow sometimes. And sometimes it takes a really long time for that money to grow. And when you're building generational wealth, that takes a long time to grow. And if you didn't have the support you needed and deserved to get here, damn, I'm sorry. Those people were wrong to not help you. But this is your generational wealth, not theirs. And you built it with a solid foundation, and that's why you get to keep it. And it took a long time. And anyone who is not riding with you right now, anyone who is not helping you on your soul's mission, which is a real thing, everybody's got one. If people aren't on your team, they're going to go. Like this fake card, they're going to go. Something else you need to know. I am a very dominant woman in more than one context. And that scares the shit out of weak people. But people who are really awesome, they're just like, hey girl. So I'm a very dominant woman. And that's very obvious in the way that I speak, the way that I move, the energy I carry. Okay? I'm very strategic. And I don't waste energy. This is why birds are so important, y'all. If you start seeing birds, if you're working with birds, birds do not waste energy. Ravens, vultures, those are my main birds. They are chilling. They're gliding. They're rolling up on some heat thermals. They're hanging out in the air. They're very precise. They're not just going to flap their wings unless they really need to. You are being divinely guided, even though it might not look like it, even though people might tell you it doesn't look like it. You're being divinely guided. So I pulled a shorter spread a moment ago. You're being upgraded. Your team is being upgraded. You're getting new tools. Like for your business, this is an entrepreneurial read. You're getting new tools for your business. This is important for a lot of people because the job market is absolute dog shit. I've been looking for a full-time job for 2 years and 3 months. And shit's about to pay off. So, tools are getting upgraded. Teamwork. You are collaborating with your people. You have been authentic. It has been hard. People have not been cool about it. until you found people that were cool about it. It's giving goddess and bad bitch at the same time. So yeah, more on that. We got goddess, we got divine, and we got dominant. I like playing with power, y'all. I love it. In fact, I love playing with power. That's also why I really love the movie director Emerald Fennell, because she is so precise, and I love the way that she analyzes power dynamics. That was the movie Saltburn. She also did A Promising Young Woman, which like gutted me. That's one of my favorite directors. I bring this out because I love playing with power, and if you want to see that in a film, go watch some Emerald Fennell, that director's film. Okay, she also tells original stories, and I love that. Next, power dynamics. So fun. I have almost all wands, and that's why I'm like, it has been a journey, because these wands are telling us a story, basically in almost a linear order. So Page of Wands, Page is like new beginnings, and wait, where did I write these notes down? Okay, there's two parts to this. There's something you've been working on, an entrepreneurial project, a solo entrepreneur project, or you're building something, but you're building something with people. And this is a new beginning, but you need to be consistent. The goal right now is to be consistent without burning yourself out. That is balance. Balance requires constant adjustment, and balance is also part of your soul's mission right now. So you're going to constantly have to adjust. That's what balance and harmony is. Okay, but you're on the right track. You just launched something, and it's going to be a big deal. And your hard work has taken a lot of time. It took a long time to build. But the next one I got is the Two of Wands. So building on the Page of Wands, which was a new artistic endeavor. You might want to, if you can, get a mentor. If your tools are getting upgraded, and you're getting the resources you need, look into getting a mentor or some kind of coach, somebody who's done what you want to do before. Take what resonates, leave the rest. So more about the Two of Wands is you're working on your soul's mission. And you will know that if it lights you up. And so like if this is for you, it's going to be like confirmation. If this doesn't sound like your thing, that's okay. It's just not for you. But for some of you, you have been working on your soul's mission, and people who aren't on theirs will not see you on yours. People can only see you at their level of consciousness, and if theirs is lower than yours, then they ain't gonna see you. And it's okay for you to be like, yeah, I'm smarter than them. And I am not even offended when I hear people say, like, people who've been through some ish and have healed generational trauma, if those people want to say, yeah, I'm better than that, good. I am not a humble person. I don't humble brag, I fucking brag. Yeah, I'm better than the people that hurt me. All day. I will say that all day. I am better than them. I'm also a mermaid, okay? I'm supposed to exercise my throat chakra. Some of you, the throat chakra has been taken out your ancestors for lineages. There's a lot of things I can't say on here, but when people go out with the throat chakra, if that's been taking your ancestors out and you're healing it because you're talking your ish, you are healing those lineages. That's how you build generational wealth, with your energy, by healing your ancestors. When you heal, your ancestors heal. Now y'all riding together, and you're going faster, and you're going harder for each other. The more you rise, the more your team can do for you. That has been my experience. That is not everybody's experience. But you've been doing it, and it has not been great. And then I got the Seven of Wands. You're scared and you're doing it anyway. Doing it scared, that's courage. You're brave because you're scared and you did it anyway. That's not always fun. And let me tell you, when I started doing this new journey, the full moons tear me up. Like every time there's a full moon, I have insomnia for like 2 days before, 2 days after, sometimes more. It'll throw off my period. Um, it's the insomnia and then the irritability and just like all this trauma like resurfacing. And apparently, like, that's why full moons are so cleansing, because you bring that ish to the surface and you're like, oh, let me process this and get rid of it. But it just been hit after hit after hit and not enough wins to balance it out. But you won the war and the battle. Like, you've been building generational wealth without being compensated for it and without being supported and resourced. Like, you just been doing it by yourself. That's why when I saw this 10 of Pixels, I was like, oh, thank God. Finally. Damn. It has been hard fought and like hard won also. And you can feel the anticipation. You can feel changes in the air. You can smell it. You're dreaming about it. Dreams are weird. Write them down. My soul tells me what to do in my dreams, or my higher self. And it's a group effort. It's a group effort. Okay. Oh yeah. See, teamwork. I'm not saying unseen things tell me what to do. That's why I'm like, I need to put in a disclaimer here. I tell my soul, hey, tell me about our soul mission together in my dreams. Give me some strategy in my dreams. So my dreams are my strategy sessions with my higher self. That's cool. And there's other souls that I have soul contracts with, and they're in my dreams too. And I recognize their form in my dreams because they look like I see them how I used to see them. They don't look like their age now. They look like their age when we knew each other. And like me and this person are not in each other's lives, but me and their soul tuned in, tapped in BFFs in the astral. But in the physical, we don't speak. But start paying attention to your dreams. They're probably going to get real amped up around full moons. So journal your dreams, because where I was going with this, you have soul contracts. So you and your soul can like team up in your dreams and figure your stuff out together. So that's how you can turn your dreams into a strategy session. You just talk to your higher self and tell them that's what you want. So I want a strategy session in my dreams tonight. Protect it. Keep me safe. Okay, set those energetic boundaries. But you've been doing it with like no help. Like a little bit of help. Like some crumbs here and there. Just enough to like feel like intervals for your nervous system. Not great. But that's how you build generational wealth by yourself. And you healed your ancestors. And like, look, it's coming. I think there's a Christmas miracle. And that doesn't mean that it's going to happen right on Christmas. Okay? It could be a little before, it could be a little after. But the vibe is Christmas miracle. Which is going to look different for everybody. Let me see some last notes that I wrote. Yes, you've been maintaining your stability. And when you heal your lineages, eventually it'll show up in your bank account. But it can take a long time before that happens. And that is a theme that I wanted to highlight, because it's really important that you don't compare your journey to anyone else's. The way that we measure time on Earth, it is not how time is measured in the astral, in the unseen, like in other realms. They don't measure time like we do. The way we measure time is fucking made up and linear, and that's not how time works elsewhere. I say this because when you are manifesting stuff or wondering why stuff hasn't come in, it just takes time. And this is a really weird time. Like, I feel like the whole world's having its tower moment. I live in Austin, Texas. I live in Texas. Ew. I do not like that for me. And I'm okay with saying that. I don't like Texas. Texas don't like me. They started it. But I am here until I can afford to be somewhere else. that could be a theme. Moving keeps coming up. So moving has been a common theme. You know, going back to the upgrade card, if you start to feel like your space is too small for you, like your energy builds and like small spaces just start to feel smaller. And you should be able to move when you want to. Like everyone deserves to be able to move to a place where they feel better. That's something else that you can ask your spirit teams. Like before you go to bed, be like, I think I should relocate. Like, where should I go? Talk to your spirit guides out loud and tell them what you want to know in your dreams. And then you can learn more. And like, that's how you build your psychic muscles, your medium muscles. Like everyone's born psychic. We just live in a world that tells us that we're not, or that or that something's wrong with us. It's like, nah, everyone was born psychic. And it's powerful. Ooh, okay, one more thing I want to tell you about. Glamour spells. I love me a glamour spell. Like I said, I'm a dominant woman and a goddess. I like glamour spells. I am a water sign. I'm very reflective. My energetic field, it's all mirrors and magnets. I love hair, makeup, outfit, nails. Love it, love it, love it, love it. That is a glamour spell. Glamour spells are for the girls, the goyles, the dolls, the femmes. You like to wear makeup, glamour spell, or you can just do a glamour spell with your energy. Okay? Like, I've done glamour spells, didn't even realize I was doing them. I did an outfit, I did a look that I really liked, and then I walked into a public place, and everyone turned around and stared at me. And, like, people, like, came up and talked to me, and that always happens. And I'm like, oh, it's a glamour spell, it's my energy. Like, I'm made up of mirrors and magnets. So people have just always been drawn to me, and I didn't know why until I got a little bit older, and I was like, oh, it's those damn magnets in my energetic field. That's a glamour spell. So that's also why I'm a huge advocate for working with your looks. I have learned, and this is part of my soul's mission, the hotter I look, the bigger the impact I can make. Use your looks. That's a divine tool. And you want to upgrade that stuff and shoot Botox in your face? Do it. You want to get filler? You want to get Sculptra? You want to get a BBL? You want to get microneedling? Do it. That's some mermaid-ish. I love all that stuff. That is part of some of y'all's soul mission, is to be adorned. Mermaids, especially if you're a mermaid, mermaids were meant to be adorned and adored. Some of y'all are romantic polyglots, meaning you want to be adored, admired, worshipped, spoiled, doted on. You are a domain that is worthy of investment. You deserve to have people on your team who can invest in you, your businesses, your ideas, your projects. And I love this upgrade teamwork. Watch out for fake bitches, monitoring spirits. So ways that you can protect yourself is you can literally, like, you can read this in a manifestation book. Matt Arn is one of my favorite like witches that does exercises, but like basically like what I've read from some of his books is like you can just like close your eyes and just imagine. What I like to do is imagine like a white light like shooting out of my essence, my core, and just like going along the perimeter of my home, and then just imagining that it's like a bubble and that keeps me safe. It's like a visualization meditation thing, but you can do that and turn it into an energetic blessing, like protection spell for your home. So you just imagine it. I imagine it, my home being like a bubble that is protected. And then before you go to sleep, ask your dream council, because everyone's got a dream council. Ask your dream council and your allies just to protect your home. And that also, if you do it consistently, it might help you sleep better too. So anyway, the journey's been long and hard, and it really kicked your ass. But you are being rewarded with a Christmas miracle, and you got generational wealth coming in, because that is what you have been building, even though it hasn't looked like it. But it's coming in hot, baby girl. Okay.